Greetings and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 6-Minute Daily. That's right. We have made it all the way to March 18 of 2026. We're about one quarter through the year or getting close. And you know what? It is too warm compared to what it should be already. We're going to have a warm spring despite the recent snow and the spring to snow weirdness that we had last week or earlier this week, depending upon what part of the country you were in. So we got a ton going on, guys. I can't say enough about how much I appreciate all of you. Do me a favor, watch this morning's video about hoax and fraud. I think you'll be taken aback. Of course, at the center of that controversy at the moment is Rebel Wilson, but there's a lot more to it, so we definitely need to talk about that. And today is the day I'll be dropping the first of the interview series called The New Icons, and my first victim is going to be my friends over at Dutch Butters Gaming, so get a chance to talk to Dutch Butters. It'll be fun. Longest Parsec, it's good to see you. Ruby Hoove, thank you for the gifted membership this morning. And Commander Ed Straker of Shadow is in the house. We have the return of the weatherman despite the headache. Sorry about your migraine, friend, and I'm sorry about your eye pain that we all read about for, let's see, who was that? That was Catslave, right? You guys got to stop being sick, okay? Healthy lifestyles will bring you back to healthy living, I promise. I promise. Crazy White Boy is out there. Seems like ran away for a moment to get ready for the show. You guys suit up on coffee for this one. This is going to be a longer day, so we'll be here for a few minutes because I got a couple more stories about the suckeths. Yeah, they do suck. All right, who else is out there? Let's see. We got Snortopoopas Q Burr, who I highlighted early. We've got Georgia Peach in the house. Good morning, dear. Hope everything is good. The lovely Jill Powers, of course. Ms. Pick Cafe as well. And I saw Juliet once again from across the pond doing amazing things. I think some of you are doing double duty right now. And I admire that. I used to do that when I was moderating before I got the channel. We got, let's see. Oh, hey, Walter Tomaszewski out there. My garlic plant's leaves are turning yeller from all the rain. Yeah, you'll have to fight that. Usually if you have good draining soil, you can prevent that. But that's a whole other conversation. We're going to talk about different soil types and how to build them on that garden place, which, again, I should have in place the end of this week. So pretty excited for that. And eventually I'm going to turn the new icons into its own channel. Good morning to Griffin's View in the house and many, many more. If I miss you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just there's a lot of people in the morning here. Less so than normal because y'all are watching the... what do you call it? The show that Pro's on right now, talking about finances. A moment of history. In 1931, the electric shavers go on sale. They were made by a company called Schick. Probably won't be the last. All right, folks. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whatever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. Let's start out here with the... Paramount just ignoring any controversy with Jeff Shell. They call the $1.5 billion frivolous suit, and it's left over from an entirely other entity, at best, if not just completely fraudulent. At least that's what they're assuming. Some things got revealed, thinking that there might be a filing alleging a quid pro quo in Warner Brothers deal. I think they'd have to prove that. But look, conversations happen between professionals and presidents alike on a regular basis. Inside the Meghan and Harry's falling out with Netflix, why the royal couple is struggling in Hollywood. They don't belong. They don't understand the way that PR works, and the PR companies they hire have been ineffective in not doing outright illegal things like what's happening in the hoax and fraud video I dropped this morning. But right now, everything with Archwell Productions is, bingeable content with Netflix. And nobody wants it. Nobody wants it anymore. especially not Netflix, who basically is kicking them to the curb. One Piece boss on second season, hopeful that the ending, or a hopeful ending, I should say, is something satisfying to people despite the changes from the manga. And season 3 castings are definitely going to change the trajectories of some characters. Spider-Man Brand New Day first look at trailer is available. You can watch the trailer now. Tom Holland and Fans superhero movie is releasing short clips at the moment. The official trailer does drop today if it hasn't already, and I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say anything about it. I did see some of the clips. Much like a lot of the trailers that have released recently, despite their length, they may not be an actual trailer. They could be a teaser like Dune 3 was yesterday. CBS Evening News viewership dropped below 4 million after Tony Docapel's colorful start. A lot of that's because news overall has dropped across the board unless you happen to be the people doing 24-hour war coverage. And they're also being eaten up, if you guys have noticed, by people like myself and other people that do what I do. There's a reason for that, and a lot of it's because the real news lacks authenticity or truthful conversation, the actual facts on the ground, just narratives. Speaking of which, today I want to say thank you to a narrative queen herself, the last Dragon Queen, for the evil Sesame Seed Man t-shirt that I'm sporting today. We got the NPC News linking up with a tech journalist, Joanna Stern, pursuing more creator deals out there, looking for people to, host shows that are engaging and find a digital audience, which they desperately need. We've got Tina Fey channeling her inner Mary Poppins in the first ever Saturday Night Live UK sketch. And you can watch that here if you go to the Deadline article. If you so choose, you can. I would just say this. This is a desperate swipe to try to bolster the stuff that's happening in the UK. Not sure anybody's going to go for it. Amazon's MGM Project Hail Mary will ask or answer one question. Is Ryan Gosling's $200 million space movie finally deliver a hit for the studio? I think the answer is yes. This is going to be $1 billion at least. I am going to see it extra early mañana. And by the way, I get to see Mario Galaxy film on April 1st, it looks like. So I'll be doing an early review for that. But yeah, The Scientist versus The Rock. You guys are going to want to see this. It's got a lot of money behind it. It's got a lot of promotion behind it. And it's going to have a lot of fans behind it for adaptations. The weak DOJ settlement with Live Nation has senators getting ready to bolster economic, suggestions in the future and enforcement in the future. We got a banana super sticker from our good friend Barry, the Music Man. Let's move on from there to the AP stories of the day. Twitter shareholder case accusing Musk driving down stock goes to the jury. They didn't prove anything. They really had to prove something I'm not sure anybody could approve, so we'll see how that works out. We got flight cancellations across the U.S. over the snow dump in the Midwest and other places that recently experienced that sensation. We got the Bank of America settling claims over lawsuits by the Island Boy victims, and you know what? Good, but it wasn't enough money. You're going to have to figure out what J.P. Morgan's going to have to sacrifice next. And the Wisconsin Senate passes a $133 million package to combat forever chemicals. That bill got sent to the governor, will likely be signed into law. We've got the rate cuts discussion. If this guy weren't in charge, we would already have effective rates for home ownership and sales, which we don't have right now. Trump is postponing his China trip to focus on the war currently, the war efforts or the engagement that we have right now. And we're going to have some bonus time, folks. I'm not sure why this story didn't load. There we go. Iran launches a barrage of missiles after Israel wipes out 2 of its top officials, including the Baghdad presidents. No, not Baghdad. I'm sorry. I had Baghdad Bob on the brain. The Iranian president guy. And finally, a bear broke into a California kitchen and just kind of moseyed around. And you can see the news report here where the bear was just, hanging in the house. I can't get this to go faster. Here we go. There you go. There's a bear in a house. I want to say a quick shout out and thank you to me and my monkey for gifting a Culture Casino membership. Look, I cover a lot of bear stories. A lot of them now are bears being more active in places where humans are. That's happening more and more frequently. So, quick shout out and thank you to those of you who contributed to the show while it was live and in motion. And that would also include the Princess Steve. Ooh, that's a cool name. Did I say that right? The Princess Steve? I think so. Good morning, darlings. Well, good morning to you, the Princess Steve. And thank you to Ruby Who for gifting that Culture Casino membership early in the stream. And we got people with renewed memberships because of y'all. Thank you for that. All right, let's do some bonus time and have some conversations about the rude wake-up call with this bear. Okay, we're gonna shoot this. We're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna hit the play button. There's the bear. There's the bear, just showing itself into the kitchen, having a little snack. Ladies talking about it. This happens every year. We get bears in kitchens. Sometimes we get cats, big cats in kitchens. But the homeowner's talking about the bear being in the kitchen. You can find this story over on ABC News, believe it or not. And if you look at that, it's just making himself at home. And whether it be under the home or in the home, it's just a place bears like to hang out. So you can check this out and enjoy the video for yourself. Now, let's jump into the next part of the conversation. We need to talk about the rest of the stories when it comes to the Meghans. That's right. I know it's not technically the Meghans, but it seems like it. Let's take a look at what's going on with the Meghans. You see, Netflix was blindsided originally. They've been frustrated with the faux royals, is what I'm going to call them, with the Suckeths. They've been frustrated with them for a long time. Netflix was blindsided originally by the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry sit-down and spare release, the promotion of the former royal Harry and his book. And, maybe he felt like a spare. Maybe that's what, psychologists told him that was the sensation, the imposter syndrome, since he wouldn't be realized as a king, unlike his brother, unless his brother were to pass. And then Netflix was shocked when they sat down for the blockbuster interview with Oprah back in 2021. The last time I think anything that Oprah did was worth anything. And this is largely a put-up job anyway, because they even rented the house where the interview was done, from what I'm to understand, or at least it wasn't their home. Months earlier, the couple had signed a multi-year production deal with the streaming giant that included plans to produce a host of different programs, such as films, docuseries, documentaries, and children's programming through their Archwell Productions company, and we know how that went. Everything is short-lived and largely rejected by the audience, and it's not streamed at all. And their most recent production was Markle's lifestyle series, With Love, Meghan, which Netflix abandoned as a brand. So Randall Orser says the Meghans were like the bear. They just walked in and took over the home. Well, yeah, but nobody wanted them. And look, I mean, this is the interview that they were that we were focused on here with Oprah Winfrey. And a lot of people were not thrilled. If you want to catch all the Page 6/New York Post news, it's over there about the royals. The childish way Meghan Markle allegedly reacted to offensive Natrix meetings. Yeah, she walked out of them. She is a piece of work, I tell you. Piece of work. Let's see. What do we get to the? Oh, wait, nope. Here's the other one. So here we are. So this childish thing is, she just would disappear during those meetings when she felt like she was offended. We don't have emotionally mature human beings these days. We have spoiled children. Do we blame the parenting? Do we blame society? Do we blame social media? All of it? What do we blame here? Netflix cut ties with them completely as far as the lifestyle brand goes. Do you think they'll produce more stuff? Variety published a story about the collapse of the relationship, which we referenced today on the show. And I mean, you're welcome to read the entire article. It just kind of breaks down this. The mood in the building with Netflix is this: we're done. Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense. Look, Markle was never a superstar. She came to fame and was supported largely through a resurgence in interest in the long-form procedural about lawyering called Suits. Suits was the best streamed program in, well, streaming history for quite some time. And everybody felt like, well, you know, the show's popular because of her. I would say probably not. And even the efforts to bring all of this show back in various forms, including an LA reboot, just seems to fall apart. But she's ruffled feathers not only in meetings, but throughout the actual company. This is why Netflix largely walked away. Despite all these moments, these manufactured moments of joy that was broadcast to an audience. So there's that. But sources said Netflix teams, like the marketing department, were told that Markle's long absences from meetings were because she was offended by something that was said. Who cares? You sit through a meeting, you're going to be offended oftentimes. I was offended in meetings oftentimes. You know, I just would be quiet because if I said anything, I was likely going to hurt somebody else's feelings a lot. So Markle's lawyers, Michael J. Crump, said that in a letter to Variety that she works from home, is the mother of young children aged 4 to 6, and often encounters children who enter the space unexpectedly during a meeting. Yeah, it wasn't that she was offended. Sure. So, independent of being a parent who works from home, Meghan is also conscious of shielding her team from the distraction of the children. The distraction of the children. This sounds like a healthy mother, guys. What do you say? You think that's a healthy relationship in that household? I don't know about that. Aw, Markle, they done hurt her feelings. Yep, indeed. Look, I often don't go in for a lot of this stuff. I mean, I've been covering the faux royals for a while because George kind of led me into it. I blame George the Giant Slayer. He does a much better job about this than I do. But I just thought that the news was interesting because it lined up with expectations that these are just horrible people. I mean, I'm not sure anybody could say anything otherwise and even catch my attention. But according to Paul Chatto, Hail Mary is really, really good. Yeah, everybody I know that's already seen it, and again, I'm seeing it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow early. That's one of the reasons why there's the H-cast tomorrow. I want to be able to review it for all of you so that you know that it's safe to see over the weekend. And I'm going to assess an age to the film as far as what age child should see this. You can go with me or not. You can believe what I say or not, whether or not it's going to be teen appropriate or not, or any of those other elements. I'm going to say that this has a broader appeal than a lot of sci-fi, which tends to lean closer to an R rating. But we'll find out. And I will give you my thoughts there. And you can go with me. Usually, I'm right within a year or two, either direction, according to parents that have kids that go to films. So there's that. Look at all these great people out there. We've got new people. Malik de Wildman says, or Malishi de Wildman says hello to Midspick Cafe and says hello all. Good to see you. And you know what? I didn't say hi to Penny. Penny's always here. Good morning, Penny. Tim Hayes got his membership renewed because of a gifty. I just want to say thank you to all of you. And it's good to see Crazy White Boy has returned. Honestly, haven't watched TPIR in years. TPIR. I don't think I've seen a full show since Drew took over. Oh, The Price is Right. Okay, it took me a second. Once I knew who is the host. We got Ms. Pig Cafe reminding me that we've got one member chat. She is great at that, and she is the absolute best. Let's take a look. That might have been on the green machine, actually. Let's see. I don't see it though. I don't see it. I even typed in the magic celebrates thing. I don't see it. How is that possible? Let me scroll about. Maybe it's here somewheres. Who's the person that sent the member chat, guys? One member chat from Snarky. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Snark! I love Snarky. Snarky is very generous. All right, let's take a look. Snarky. Oh, it must have been early. It must have been before the show. I tell you what. Let me go see if I can find that. If it's not in the chat, I don't have it. That's the problem. Goodness, it's possible I didn't get it, even though I was here early. Yeah, I don't have anything on this end. I'm so sorry. So if Snarky is here, you can actually just put the what the body of the the member chat was. It was at the beginning of the stream. I didn't see it at all, Ms. Pig Cafe. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the super chat / member chat, Snarky. If you remember the body of it, I'll be happy to read it. But that is one of those things. Even the system on the back end for YouTube doesn't save member chats for some reason. So, yeah, the first thing I have was from about an hour ago from Snortopoopas Cube Burr. Snarky, I just want to say thank you for being a member for as long as you have been and for supporting the channel for as long as you have been. Folks, we lost about 300 members. A lot of them were obviously gifted membership. We were closing in on that 1,000 goal. I thought this month would put us over. But yeah, if you've got an extra cup of coffee money in your pocket, you can become a member at either the first level, the rewards club level, or the gold tier level. And if you want to be a little extra generous, you can become a member at the high rollers level, which is going to start getting more attention now that I'm less divided on what I'm doing. So that's a good thing. So let's see. Sorry, Ms. Pig Cafe, but thank you. The beginning of the stream, yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know what happened. The beautiful Deeple is here this morning. Good morning, the beautiful Deeple. And you guys are incredible. So let's see. Who else is out there? Yeah, there's a little bit of a suck. By the way, views are down, not just for me, but for other channels. And it's because there's so much AI slop out there. I said this last couple of days. I'm just going to keep reiterating it because it's the truth. Today, I'm going to produce a couple of different videos. One of them will air today. We're going to talk about the Oscars ratings sinking substantially, losing millions of viewers this year. It's no longer relevant, which is something we've been talking about here since I've been doing this for 6 years. The Oscars have fallen off. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the gaming industry being frustrated with us gamers. I got a video coming out about that. Barry the Music Man, once again, I will just say thank you, my friends, saying thank you for the super sticker, another $1.99. You guys are just the best, saying a red hand pointed up. There you go. And we are trying to get this channel to 1,000 members just so it stabilizes the economy of making the channel go. again, there are costs with being a creator. And one of the reasons that I'm doing the new icons series is so you can hear that whether or not it looks like it. A lot of the creators behind the scenes work really hard. Dutch Butters Gaming is done via or through a professional studio, and a lot of his efforts go unnoted, especially the number of shorts they produce. They are a channel worth subscribing to. I'm going to try to reach out to somebody over on the Green Machine that is familiar with what's required to open the wallet over there. Apparently, there's a Green Machine wallet that will make my life a little easier. That'd be kind of nice. So, because Ms. Pit Cafe says next time I'll copy paste the message before the beginning of the stream. Yeah, it's really weird. If they're not in the chat, then it's no longer available probably. And if Snarky's not here, I imagine Snarky's hanging out watching Pro, and then of course Valiant Renegade this morning. I actually don't know where to send you. I'm kind of at a loss. There's so many people live streaming this morning that I'm at a loss. Let me do a quick search for that, because Disney shareholders preview is what Pro was doing this morning before headed over to Valiant Renegade. Once again, we dropped the story of Rebel Wilson's PR team exposed. Leaked audio proves the shenanigans over there. And hopefully we get more folks an opportunity to watch that. Let's take a look at the live. Let's take a look at where we can send you. I'm always looking out for my team. You guys are part of the team. By the way, thank you to all the great members. I am so blessed. I got the best chat on the tube. You know what? Well, I'll say, you know what? I'll just send you over to Pro. Let's do that. So you can bounce from Pro to Valiant to everywhere else in between. I'm just going to say thank you to everybody. You've done me a service today. Morgan King says some of the AI slop is good. Just look at Skybrow's music videos. Well, it's a little bit different when it's directed AI slop, but when it's just like definitely an AI voice that is disconnected from like anything that sounds remotely human, that's a lot of the stuff I'm seeing right now. So yeah, Casino, it seems that the app for the there is an app for it. Okay, good. Yeah, if somebody is familiar with the Green Machine wallet, that would be worth a conversation. Jeff's out there saying the wallet requires your phone, does biometrics. My phone don't. I have my money sent to PayPal. That's a thought as well. We might reopen an avenue through PayPal. I think I still have an account, but I was getting concerned with transaction costs for people. Jeff says, unlike the YouTube exploitation ghetto, you can cash out 50 here. Well, yeah, I didn't know that. So WDW Pro is on, says the lovely Juliet, which I think you're probably also working on that channel at the same time. You're amazing. Barry the Music Man is out there. And of course, JPRPH1. Thank you for your comments on the video. You guys, those comments make a huge difference. I want to say a huge shout out to longtime fan here. This is Fat Elvis in the house. Good to see you. And the rest of you who've been here with me throughout this 6-year-long journey, I want to say thank you as well. All right. So with that all being said, and me being as grateful as I am, the package will arrive at the postal station today to be sent to Wilton. Can't wait for that. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, let's watch Wilton throw me off a roof.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to CultureCasino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.